friends, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. Today we are going to talk about a current news story. I don't know when I will release this video, but it is a current news story as of today, and it involves a lot of the things that we have been talking about for the last few weeks. It involves child stars. It involves the brainwashing of celebrities. It involves arranged marriages. It involves people being silenced. It involves non-disclosure agreements. It involves soul contracts. It involves every little thing. And that is the passing of the child actress Hayden Panettiere. Now, this little lady happened to be somebody that I very much liked, particularly just because of how stinking cute she was, especially as a little girl. One of those little kids where you're just like, I cannot believe that this is an actual human. She looks like a little doll. And so I really liked her work because of how cute she was. I really liked watching her in Heroes, and she was one of those people where the entire time you're staring at her, you're just like, I cannot believe you're so freaking cute. And one thing that this young lady was, other than cute, was very, very talented, very professional, very strong-willed, very fiery. I believe she's a Leo whose birthday is in a few days, and just a literal powerhouse, like a tiny little powerhouse. Hollywood, unfortunately, doesn't like that kind of energy. They like to siphon it. They like to use it, but mostly they like to break it and belittle it. And they did so, chipped away at this young lady for many, many years, until they finally put her into an arranged relationship with a man who was physically intimidating in the way that her energy was spiritually intimidating to the people who groomed her and set her up with him. This was a man who was gigantic compared to her, so gigantic that it almost killed her for her to bear their child. It was almost like if a mastiff had impregnated a chihuahua. And they specifically groomed her and forced her into the relationship with this man because of his formidable size. She knew in her heart that she could really never truly get as fiery or as aggressive as she was capable of with a man of that size, being as tiny as she was. And when this didn't even get her to submit, they took her child away from her. And anyone who knows anything about a custody agreement that is amicable, nobody takes somebody to another country and then only allows you to visit that country in order to see the kid, or you have to see the kid on Skype. And so they tried to take her child away from her as a form of manipulation, brainwashing, and a way to try and break her. And it still did not break the girl. And the man who she was set up with has political affiliations via his brother to not just political affiliations to a foreign nation, but it happens to be the Ukraine. So you know that every bit of that relationship, every bit of that whole entire situation is all heavily orchestrated, curated, and watched over by many, many sort of handlers. You can tell by the way that they ask this woman questions about her child and her former flame on television. It's like they all live in a delusional world where whatever is going on with this little girl and her mother and this man is okay. Just watch any interview. They act like, oh, you had this great relationship and your daughter and blah, blah, blah. And then she's forced to sit there with a very fake smile and answer how everything is great. Because if she didn't, she would never see the girl again at all. And that is something that I've been following along for years, so you are going to play me. And this is just a side note for anybody in the dark world. If there's somebody as cute as this young lady, consider them not yours. Consider them on the side of the opposite of you, and don't even start. But in this case, they fucked around. And so, as with basically everything else in Hollywood, there is a political grift afoot. There is a manipulation and really just trying to break a very strong young lady. And because she was not protected properly by her parents, things got very, very bad for her. And that is all I'm going to say about the situation right now. I'm not going to mention anything else about her untimely passing, because this is the information that is the most important for us to remember during this time. All right, and we will visit this later. Sweet dreams, beautiful girl. Thank you.